because I think we all have this.
Is there something that I need to do to, I guess, get rid of that fear that there might be that chance that they won't be there? And I'm not saying like they're going to leave me, but I'm saying like passing away or something, you know?
Yeah, here, man, dude, like you might be in my brain because I think we all have this, right? I've got an 80-year-old mom. I have an 80-year-old dad. And I look at them every time I see them, man, I'm like, I don't know if it's going to be the last time I see these guys. And it breaks me because I love them so much. And I look at my wife and she is dealing with autoimmune issues. And sometimes I'll just catch myself staring at her and thinking, what if I lost her? I would be broken. I was with my kid the other day. You know, she lives in Canada. One of my daughters lives in Canada with her mom. And I was thinking about how hard it is that she leaves and has to go back home and I don't get to see her for big chunks of time in a month or in a year. And that something could happen in that amount of time to me or her. And the thing that really pulls me out of that world is reminding myself that I have to be there now. When I was worrying about losing my kid, something happening to my daughter, she was sitting right across from me. And instead of me staring at, like, being with her and holding her hand and talking to her and doing something with her, I was in my head. I was in my head on a completely irrational fear. This video is brought to you by subscribe. Sure, life could happen. We all are gonna die. It's a fact. Life is not going to be all great. But man, the fact that she's here with me at that moment, that's the time that I've got to make sure that she knows that I'm with her. I'm here with us. I can't say that life isn't going to kick all of us in some way, shape, or form. But if I can take and be present for every moment that I can remind myself to be there, that's a win. And for my mom and dad, rather than being lost in my head, because here was a thing I was doing too. I was looking at my mom and dad, and I was thinking about how old they look, how hard it was for my mom to walk, how hard it was for my dad to breathe. You know, I was seeing all these things and I was making all these mental judgments instead of asking them how they were doing, instead of talking to them about a Bollywood movie that they had both watched, that I could have probably watched on subtitles so that I could have related. You know what I mean? Instead of doing the thing that would have given me more relation, I just sat in my head and worried about stuff that I had no control over. So what I try to do is become aware when that's happening, and I push myself out of my head and I push myself in my body. Thanks for watching another one of my YouTube videos. Now it's your turn to go out and take some action. But before you do, like and subscribe to my channel, because the law of reciprocity means you owe me.